In this series, I started with $0, a truck, and a mower, with the dream to build a profitable mowing business from scratch. Will I make it or go broke? Stay tuned and find out. Welcome back everyone to another episode of the mowing series. This is actually the first full day since we bought the rival mowing business, and I'm pretty happy to get the day started. So I ended up coming in a little bit early so I can get John and Kevin's truck ready. Now, John mentioned yesterday the push mower is actually having a bit of problem staying going, so we're going to bring that inside the shop and see if we can fix it. I think it might be the carb again. We changed that out probably 5 weeks ago, so I'm going to bring it inside and actually try to clean it up, and if it's actually gone, we're going to have to go to Hardware Bob's and get a new one, because I don't have one here. I need to get it fixed as fast as possible because we use this mower a lot on residential properties because there's a lot of tight areas and this mower is perfect for it. Alright guys, so I just finished up some emails and I checked over the mower, and yeah, the carb's actually gone. So John's actually bought a Hardware Bob's store, so he's going to run in and grab one, and he actually don't really need it today with the contracts to get it due, and if I get a chance later I will put it on so we can use it tomorrow. But the guys should be here very soon, so let's get these trucks cleaned up and ready to go. And if you guys are enjoying the mowing series and would like to see more, smash the like button and subscribe. Today is actually not a busy day for us. We got about 15 contracts to do combined between all of us, so it's going to be an early day for the guys. Me, I'm going to see if I can get more work to do. I did check our emails and we do have one job to look at, so after we get the guys ready to go, we're going to go look at that job and see if it's worthwhile. But since we got $44,000 and we only got 2 trailers and 4 trucks, I'm thinking about buying a couple more trailers, so I might run over to the dealership and see if we can find one suitable for this company since we got more equipment. I'm thinking about getting a dump trailer just for the fact we got a mini excavator and a skid steer. I think we're going to start branching out and doing more landscaping jobs if we can. And for the other trailer, I don't think we're going to get one like John and Kevin got on their trucks. They're almost too big for the mowing setup. Alright, so I got the trucks ready to go and the guys just pulled up, so they should be on the road very soon. But I'm going to run to town, see if I can find a trailer. Since I'm going to be in town, I'm going to stop at the hardware store and see if we can get some tools, because I'm starting a concrete division where we're going to be doing patios and walkways and I don't have the right tools for it, so hopefully we can find them. Well, I just left the dealership and they didn't have the trailer I was looking for, so I went on Marketplace and I actually found a dump trailer that's a couple years old and it looks like it's in really good shape. So we're going to go look at it now and hopefully we can pick it up. According to the GPS, we're at the right property right now, and yeah, I can see the dump trailer. Okay guys, so this is actually in really good shape. It's still got the tarp on it. I'm going to get out and actually have a look at it. It's a 2020 Diamond C dump trailer, double axle. I think it's about 18 feet long. The tires are in really good shape. The suspension looks good. There's barely any scratches on it. No rough spots that I can see. The back doors look good. He wants $20,000 for this trailer and it is definitely worth that, but let's see if we can get it for a better price. Well, I was able to talk him down to $18,000, which is a really good deal for this trailer. There's not even a rip in the tarp, so we're going to hook this up and we're going to actually look at a job on our way back to the property, and I think we might have it. So it's going to be the first landscaping job we actually got with this company, and it's actually a really big one. Yes, okay, so we ended up getting the job. I just got to run back to the shop and we're going to be grabbing the mini. Now I might need the skid steer, but this trailer is not long enough for both pieces of equipment, and I guess we'll just come back for that or get one of the guys to drop it off if we need it. So the job we're doing is actually a retaining wall, and it's going to be about 80 feet long and about 6 feet high. So what happened was we had a storm about 2 weeks ago and there was a lot of rain and it washed away the bank by his house, and he's scared his house is actually going to fall down. So he had an engineer come out, and that was the best option to do, was put a retaining wall. So I just ordered about 100 rock to actually go there, and that should be enough to make this wall. Anyways, I've been driving for 10 minutes now and we're finally to the property, and as you can see on the right, that's the side they're worried about. So we're going to be building it out probably 8 feet from the house, 6 feet high, and according to the engineer, that should withstand any storm that comes this way in the future. So the first thing I gotta do is try to find a good base. So we're gonna be taking the grass and topsoil, throwing it away, and digging down probably 2 feet and bringing in nice gravel so we can build a proper base for this rock wall. Now the load of rock should be here within an hour, and jobs like this usually take a couple of days to do, but I'm going to try to get it done today because I actually got a couple mowing jobs I got to get done. So let's get to it. The only problem I can see with this job is the mini being too small for these rocks. They're about 2 feet wide and 3 feet long, and this mini probably can't lift them, but I didn't want to rent another machine. I think we should be able to do it with this. Well guys, it's actually been an hour and we finally got the base layer done. I gotta wait for some gravel. I got one of the guys to actually gotta get some. But check out how much dirt we actually took out. Now we will be putting this behind the wall. And the company actually got one load of rock brought out. Now there's two more they gotta bring out. And John actually dropped the skid steer off before he went and got a load of gravel. So we're just waiting for him to come back so we can actually start this. Alright guys, so it's actually been 2 hours. The first course is down. It took me a little bit longer than I thought, but we had to make sure everything was perfectly level and in the right spot because this is the most important course. It makes sure the wall stays where it's supposed to be and won't fall over. So since there's actually an engineer on this job, we gotta make sure we do everything right. And on the plans, it actually calls for a drainage pipe, some fabric, and some clean stone put behind the rock. So we're just waiting on that before we can get started with the next course. Overall, it took me about 4 hours so far, and we got the last course of rock put up. So we got 3 courses. The only thing left to do now is we gotta backfill behind the wall, and we gotta do that in 1 foot lifts. Then we gotta tamp everything down. Okay, so that's our very first rock wall done, and it took about 6 hours altogether. We got the ground sloped out. The only thing we got left to do is come back at a future date and put some sod down. Also, they ended up planting 3 trees, which I think looks really good. I'm just gonna get some pictures for our website, collect our money, and then we're gonna head back to the shop. So I ended up making $36,000 off this job, which isn't too bad for just 6 hours worth of work. I just got back to the shop, so we're gonna be using this mower because the guys are still out. They got a couple more lines to do before they're finished up for the day, and I'm gonna do the next couple properties myself so they can actually get off a bit early. Well, I did get Kevin to run by and grab a trailer for us, so we got 4 trailers now. I kind of wish I didn't sell the other mower I had because I could have 4 different setups. I just had to hire another person, so that was a bad mistake on my part. So probably in the future we're gonna get another mower. I got 2 properties left to do before I finish this day off. So the first property we're going to is actually a property we've been to before. Is that abandoned property the city had us clean up a long time ago? So somebody actually bought that house and they want us to go over and mow the property, and this mower right here is perfect for it because it's a lot bigger. Alright, so I'm just pulling up to the property now, and it looks a bit different for sure since we came here last time. The sailboat's actually gone. I don't know where they put it or if somebody just bought it and fixed it up. So I just talked to the homeowner and I found out they paid $200,000 for this house, which isn't too much considering you got a huge piece of property. Now, when we actually cleared this property back a couple months ago, I was trying to buy it. It's just I didn't have the funds to actually pay for it or the borrowing power at that time because we just started out. Now that my company's actually starting to do good and I'm making good profit, I'm actually looking to buy a property of my own. The place we're in right now, we're just renting, and it's kind of too far away from the shop. I want somewhere a little bit closer. So I actually been looking on the realtor website and a marketplace to see if I can find a property that I could fix up. That's not too much, but there's just no luck right now. I can't find a property that's close enough to our brand new shop. Yeah, we did that a lot faster than the last time we were here. This mower is a lot better. It only took me about 20 minutes to do, but we got this property done. So we're gonna load this up on a trailer, collect our money, and we got one more job to do today before we finish up. I made $350 off that job, which is good money considering it took us about 20 minutes to do. But I just got a call from Kevin. Him and John are done for the day. They got all the properties done, so that's not too bad. They got off at 2:30. Tomorrow's gonna be a bit busier because we got more contracts we gotta do. I just got a text from John and apparently he put the carb on the push mower, which is good because I think the property we're going to next is fenced in and we won't be able to get the other mower in there. The property we're going to now is actually a gas station. It's a commercial contract the other company had, and this is going to be my first time mowing it. And yeah, it's a big area. It is fenced in and I didn't even know there was a gas station on this side of town. The worst part is this area is really big and there's a few trees, so I don't really want to take the other mower off just for the fact that I won't be able to use it too much. So I guess I'm going to be using the push mower pretty much the whole time. I just checked the weather and apparently it's supposed to rain very soon, so hopefully I can actually get this property done before then. I don't want to get wet. Do you guys see what I see? There's a house over there for sale. It looks to be a bit older, gotta be from the 70s. So when I get this property done, I'm going to walk over and see if there's a number on the sign so we can call a realtor and see how much they actually want for that property. It would be the perfect house for me because it's actually right next to my shop. Well, I just finished this property and it's perfect timing. It just started raining when I went under the canopy to finish the last spot. So we're going to load this up on a trailer, grab our money, and go over and check out that house. So I made $350 out that job. Now that is pretty cheap for a commercial property, but I bought this business, this contract was already signed, so I can't really change it until next year. Well, I just bought my very first home, and guys, I paid $60,000 for it. Now that seems a bit cheap, and it is because the inside needs a lot of work, but for me, it's perfect. But this is actually going to be it for this video, and if you guys are enjoying the series, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.